haven't been back to court change the goal to anything else, so the goal is still reunification.
So how long, I mean, do I keep giving you UAs every month, or what's it gonna take?
You haven't been ordered to give any UAs every month.
So what does he have to do to get his kids back?
They're investigating.
That's what we're investigating to find out how everybody got exposed to meth.
And then they're gonna set up a plan.
But does he doesn't have to do anything as of right now, aside from,
I've given him suggestions on things that he should be doing is find out who all has been in your house. Find out who all the kids have been around when you're on the boat or off the boat. Find out who has access to your home. Talk to Robin. Ask Robin who all the kids have been around. Find out if anybody's been in her home, living in her home. We've told you to do those things from day one, correct? Since this came out. So, and I told you, when you come to this meeting, when we had an FST, be prepared of all that stuff. And you didn't have that prepared, which is fine. But those are things that we're asking you to do because that's going to help us along the way too. So we can go talk to these individuals and find out what's going on. Your kids have been exposed. That's the bottom line. So now we're trying to figure out how we're going to keep them from being exposed again.
so Omega confirmed that it was an exposure test that they did on them.
I haven't talked to Omega.
That's the lab, why would you not?
I have to look at what's on there. Tiffany, I have a lot of things going on. And so I will have to look to exactly who I've talked to. But I know for sure we've talked to Dexmo. Dexmo has talked to the director of where they send their things. And they said, this is the information. We just got it. And I said, I need this all in writing, please.
Okay,
So I understand what they're telling me.
okay.
But from my understanding, this is what they told me. This is what they said. I said I need it in writing.
Okay.
So those are the things. And then we'll go from there. Do what's court ordered. You're not court ordered anything at this time right now. Just get a hair follicle
So-
test to rule you out. That's gonna help you in the
I
long run.
don't think the hair follicle tests are accurate, so,
Okay.
but
So-
what can we discuss blood testing?
I'm not gonna blood test a child
Why?
What about me?
because we've done a hair follicle test already and it's already, they've actually gotten two because we didn't ask for you to do the one in Kate. You did that on your own at a lab at your choice, correct? Right, so that confirmed ours. Because he did it on his own, chose his own lab, and did everything. So that confirms ours
So
positive.
the test,
Our test was done prior to his test.
so you ingested dope within 24 hours of getting them tests done? That's what the tests say.
There ain't no goddamn way.
That's what the tests say.
And when they mean ingested, they mean it could have been residue on something and you could have touched it and you could have eaten it. It could have been, yes, that's what it
No,
means.
she said them levels, there's no way it was just exposure.
So, that's what they mean when it's ingested.
Is that not what they said?
Yeah,
It doesn't mean somebody physically put meth
Robert?
in their mouth. It means they could have done it themselves. If there's residue in your house, anywhere in your house, and those children touched it, messed with the pipe, messed with anything that had meth residue on it, and ingested it on accident, we're not
She knows
saying
more
this.
than the lab does now.
We're not saying this is on purpose. We're saying they're testing positive for meth.
yeah, but I'm just,
So,
what I'm getting
So-
at is we're 2 years into this. And what is Barker gonna think now?
I don't
I
know.
mean-
You're not 2 years, this is the first thing open against you.
Yeah, but the kids have been in there for 2 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I don't know what Barker's gonna think. I'm not Barker, I don't know. But the thing is, just like we told you from the beginning, we thought we came up with an awesome plan and we thought it was a slam dunk. So when we got the results back,
it blew my mind.
it blew everybody's mind because we're just like, you gotta be kidding me. We thought we came up with a rock solid plan. So now, just like we said, we all have to go back to the drawing board.
So why not do further testing to confirm it?
He's already confirmed it for us, ma'am. We got our test
Robert?
done. We got our test done first. Then he went to a lab of his choice.
So why am I?
He did it, and he got it
Okay.
done.
So why am I being included in this when I have not been around the kids.
Because you've been court ordered multiple times to give that, and your children have disclosed that you have been around them and that you are sleeping in the house and that you're sleeping in the same bed. We also have other people's. So your kids are saying this. We didn't ask, they're saying it.
My 4 and 5-year-old,
Yeah,
a 4 and 5-year-old.
yes.
That's what we're going on.
They have no reason to lie to us.
No, but they have no
And
reason.
Tiffany, and we've been asking you multiple times, just do what the court order says. So we
And
can
I've
get this
offered
done.
blood tests or anything else
He's
aside
asking
from
for
cutting
a
my
hair.
hair.
He's asking for a
Okay.
hair follicle.
Okay, but it's not like I'm just saying, no, I won't do any testing at all, nothing, no.
He is
I'm
court ordered.
trying.
Right, and he's asked for a hair follicle, and that's what he wants.
So,
So you, and just like we said, you can do it or not. We can't make you do it. It's court ordered. You choose to do it, you choose not. But that's what's hindering us from a lot of different things.
well, no, evidently not. But that's the
What do you mean, no, it's not? We've been trying to get your kid. I don't know how you guys don't see that. We've been trying to work with you to get your kids home. Like Kelly has been bent.
Oh, I believe
over
Kelly has.
backwards
I believe Kelly
to
has.
do this, and we've been coming up with plans with Kelly and with you to do this. And so we're also like, oh my goodness, you know, we feel sorry for the kids too.
Okay, but the only thing with me that's the holdup is my hair follicle. I have nothing.
Tiffany,
I'm
I have
I'm
to look
trying
at
to
your
understand.
I have to look at your services because I don't think you've complied on a certain amount of stuff. So I have to look at it. I have to see because I think you were supposed to be given urine tests on Mondays or Tuesdays and Thursdays or Thursdays and Fridays or what is it, Mondays and
I don't
Tuesdays?
give a urine test
So-
every day. I don't
So
care.
you were supposed to be given urine tests that you haven't been given. You were
I
supposed to
did
be
give a
given
urine test.
hair follicle tests that have not been given. So there are things that you have not done,
But
and you haven't done them over the months. So it's about the consistency and getting it done. So at the point that we are at right now, we have to come up with another game plan, and we have to investigate how these kids got exposed.
okay, so let's talk about the
Oh, well,
location
so
of the
you need to
kids.
figure out how the kids got exposed.
Let's
You
talk
know, because
about.
they were in your care and in Robin's care.
Can we talk about the location of my kids in foster care? They need to be in a kinship.
At this time, they're going to stay where they're at until we look
Why?
into everybody. Because
What's the holdup? What's going on with that? Who's?
it takes a minute to do all the processing, plus since they're already in care. So they're with
What?
foster. They are
We
doing
had a
great.
secondary
They are
plan.
doing fine. And so that's where they're going to be at until we can finish this investigation. Because there's
So-
two different things going on here. We have kids that are in care, a child's not in care. They're all involved in one total separate investigation. Because all three kids are involved in one report here. Then we have the situation of your daughters involved in this here. Does that make sense? Because they're involved, your daughters are involved in two different cases.
And I don't understand why they're tied into the two. I don't understand why the girls are in with my
Because the
son.
hotline got called in on this bunch right here. And then it just happened to fall at the
But
same time that
my
we got
son
the
and my
hair
girls
follicle
don't live
review.
together. And the hotline was on their living. My son's living where my son lives at.
They have the son at your house, and the witness said they were at your house.
No, even your investigator, Blakely, stated that my son was not there.
He wasn't there when we got there. But there are people saying that he was at your home that day, either when we left or when we showed up, in between the times that they were there.
That's impossible because he wasn't
So-
even in town. But even,
Robin worked on here almost all
Well,
day.
and I understand that, and that's what we're saying. And we also said when they showed, I didn't show up to your house. When they showed up to your house, your door was open, your screen door was locked, but everything else was open. So somebody was in your home.
that's impossible.
And it would continue to look like that while they were there. So somebody was in your home.
That's
not
impossible to
answering
have
the door.
everything else open aside from the screen door.
So that's what they said. The screen door was not open, but everything else.
But I
was.
know how them doors are.
So that's all I can say for right now.
They also said
And
that,
and I just left a meeting because they said you just need to talk for a second, so I got like 3 more minutes. I'm in the middle of a meeting, Tiffany, I'm sorry.
okay,
I'm
but
dealing
then
with
if
another
you would
thing.
let me speak, then maybe we could get this done a lot faster.
What else would you like, Mrs. Vaughn?
Okay, I'm telling you, like, you want to get this done and over with. I want all my kids out, but it's especially the one that's not even in a foster home right now, because
He's on a
He's-
safety plan until the investigation is over, until we can make sure that the child is safe.
Can I finish?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what they're saying is impossible, and I can prove it, with my son being at Robert's house. His doors, there's no way one was cracked and you could see all the way in his house. I lived there. Remember, it used to be my house before y'all put me out? The second door, because there's 2 doors, won't stay open without the first one. That means that front door was wide open, not just a crack, and they would know who was in there. A child getting handed over a fence did not happen. And her getting handed a car seat did not happen. I know for a fact.
Okay. I'm going off of what I've been reported to. I'm going off of what people saw, and I'm going off of the information that they've received from
Okay, and
my supervisors and my investigators and other people.
Okay,
So-
and I'm offering you information that contradicts everything they said, and I'll even offer you proof if you need it.
Okay, and we can set up a time to do that. And I'm telling you right now, I don't have the
Okay.
time.
When do you have the time?
You can call me on Tuesday. We are off on Monday. Call me on Tuesday, and I will check my schedule on Tuesday.
Okay,
Okay?
okay,
All right, thank you.
thank you.